National Commission on Labour. We discussed that NCL, how this commission established, when it was submitted its report, under whose leadership it was established. Labour Commission we discussed. National Commission of Labour was set up on 24th December 1966 under the chairmanship of Gajendra Gadkar. Justice P.B. Gajendra Gadkar. These are the names are question. It may come in MCQ objective type. So you remember when it was set up 1966 December under the chairmanship of Justice P.B. Gajendra Gadkar. The commission submitted its reports in August 69. It was set up in 66 and submitted the report in August 69 after detailed examination by all the aspects of labor. So mainly what was the objective? The objective is to study, review the labor situation, labor lifestyle, how the laborers are in India executing their lives, how much they are getting, what is their living standard. All these things will observed, will analyzed in this commission. That is the main objective of this commission. They submitted the report. On the report, they will have multiple recommendations, what government can do, what is the things, what is the situation of laborers. So once they submit the report, both the organized and unorganized, so they have studied the entire sector done by executive orders. So once they have the entire analysis, entire study of the labor organization in India, what laborers are doing, what is their lifestyle, so they prepared a report. Then the second national commission came after independence. 15 October 1999 under the chairmanship of Ravindra Verma. So during 99, the second commission on labor set up under the chairmanship of Ravindra Verma. We submitted the report during the Prime Minister of Bajpayee was there during 2002. 29 June 2002, it submitted its report. That is second National Commission level. So the first commission was in 16/6 and submitted the report 69. The second commission was 99 and submitted the report in 2002. The first commission was committed by set up in any unit which is recognized unions. So the first commission was mainly focused on the group, the unions. That was that mentioned in point 3. Second commission was mainly focused on the compensation party, wages. Labor was favored in setting a wage board for fixing the wage rate of the workers in any industry. The second commission was focused on the wages, the minimum wage, and different wage board they have set up. The first commission was focused on the unions and mainly the trade union group. The second one on wages, the compensation about how much they should get, what is the provision of their compensation, how much they should get, all these things was the main focus point. That is the National Commission, first two National Commission set up till now. Now, what is the function of the National Labour Commission? The first function is to minimize the dispute of industrial dispute happening within the employees, within the organization, between the employee and employer, to facilitate the settle the industrial dispute, to investigate labor-related complaint, any complaint within the worker, in particular unfair labor practice, and take such steps as it considered necessary to prevent labor dispute. Any dispute, any conflict happening between the labor, between the worker. So that is the main objectives, main function to remove those dispute by the labor commission. To maintain a database of qualified person to serve as mediator and arbitrator. So there are some people who can resolve the issues, who can mediate, who can work, or can act as a mediator between two owners who has dispute. Suppose हमारा किसी गंडोल लग रहा, then I need someone who can understand me, who can understand you, then resolve the issue. Those people are called mediator and arbitrator. To maintain the database, so there is a list maintained by the maintain the organization to understand who are the people to resolve the issues, resolve the conflict, resolve the industrial dispute happening between two parties. Oh, there is a database, there is a list maintained by the commission to promote effective labor cooperation between labor and the management. This is another function of the commission to promote the coordination between the worker and the management. Maybe there are different activities, there are different schemes to launch. So the commission can do whatever they want to do to promote the coordination, cooperation between the labor and management. Labor managing the organization and the labor, they should cooperate each other. International Labour Organization, ILO. This is an international organization and which includes the tripartites. That means UN agency. This is one the organization itself, and the main role is of international organization, international labor organization is to organize and to coordinate between the all the parties whoever involved in the industrial dispute. Suppose, for example, I was giving one example earlier. Government is one party. The employers are one party, big party, who are working, who are the owner of the organization, employees, the workers. There are three parties: government, employees, and employers. So the International Labour Organization is to coordinate and combine and bring together all the parties, all the countries. There will be representative of each country for all this party. There are 187 member. Member means a country is a member. So who are members of ILO? One country is a member. So that means 187 countries are part of that program, providing decent work for all women and men. An international labor organization was established in 1919 following the World War One as a social engineering project to protect workers' rights and ensure that freedom and equality and dignity in the working condition are universally observed. It is an even first and oldest specialized agency, having been established as part of the League of Nations. The ILO currently has 187 of the United Nations as members. This 187 as the members. That means there are 187 countries agreed and part of the ILO, part of this international organization. The emphasis on tripartite which aims to ensure that any dialogue on labor-related issues involves the three main stakeholders, namely employers, workers, and state, is a fundamental aspect of ILO functioning. This is an international organization, ILO, and it focuses on tripartite. It brings together all the employers, employee, and the government who are involved in the organization. That's what it's told as tripartite. It considers tripartite agency. That means who are the tripartite? Who are those three party? Employers, employees, and government. It was established in 1990, 1919, 1919 ମସିହାରେ ୱାର୍ଲଡ ୱାର୍ ପରେ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଇଥିଲା। As a social engineering project to protect workers' rights and ensure that freedom, equality, and dignity in working conditions are universally observed. It is the even first and oldest specialized agency, having been established as part of the League of Nations. This is the United Nations, the first and oldest specialized agency, the very old organization under United Nations. United Nations is responsible for such type of organization, international organization. This is one of them, ILO, International Labour Organization. It is mainly talking about the labor lifestyle, labor welfare, how labor touch, how labor works in an organization. There are some bullets, some tips, some data related to ILO. These things will come under multiple choice, MCQ. First thing, it is one body under UN, United Nations. 187 members means 187 countries are a part of that. 29th October 1919, it was formed. The headquarters is Switzerland, Geneva. DG, Director General, Specialized Agencies of Union. United Nations. This is very specialized on labor law under United Nations. It aims to advance the social justice and promotes decent work by the setting international standards. 1969 received the Nobel Prize for improving fraternity and peace among the nations. Among all the 187 nations, how one can improve the relationship and peace among all these countries. That is the main function of ILO. In that process, it will eradicate the industrial dispute, the conflict. There are a lot of things how the improvement can happen for the labor, their financial improvement, social improvement, lot of laws, rules implement under this ILO. The basis of ILO is tripartite principle. What I was telling that tripartite means the government employees and employers. The ILO includes the governing body, International Labour Conference, and the International Labour Office. These are three components included in ILO. One is government body, International Labour Conference, and International Labour Office. What are these? It's mentioned here. International Labour Conference, the progressive policies of ILO made by the International Labour Conference. Governing body, the governing body is the executive body of the ILO. So who is running everything? That is the governing body. International Labour Office, the permanent secretary of the International Labour Organization. So there is a labor. It plans the activities of ILO and is looked after by the government body and the Director General. So mainly there are these three components are there in ILO. One is labor conference, International Labor Conference. Another is governing body, how it is managed, International Labor Office. This is another component. These three components are included in ILO. ILO means all these three components. What is the function of ILO? The main aim of the ILO are to promote right work, encourage the decent employment opportunity, enhance the social protection, and strengthen the dialogue of the work related to issues, creation and coordination of policies and programs. But there are different policies, different programs will be created by ILO. Adoption of international labor standard. Any law, any standards which is accepted internationally, so ILO is adopting that in the form of convention and accommodation and control over their implementation. Assistance to member states in solving social and labor problems. Human rights protection, right to work, freedom of association, collective negotiation, protection against post-labor protection against discrimination, etc. Research and evaluation of wars and social labor issues. On that field, on that labor field, any research work, any publication work, that is also one responsibility of ILO. These are the main functions of ILO to protect the labor class in the social protection, to give the social protection, finance protection, all these things, human rights to protection, assistance to member states. That 187 nations we understood, those are the member of ILO. To provide all the support, all the assistance to them, adoption of international labor standards, any international labor standards laws has to adopt, coordination of policies and programs directed at solving social and labor issues. Under this, whatever the policy and program is there, coordinate the policies and program directed at solving social and labor issues. Adoption of international labor standard, assistant to provide all the member, provide protection, publication and research. These are the main function of ILO. So, this is an international organization. These are the data point one has to remember. And once you remember all the data points, you have to remember all the component of ILO. Once you read all the component, then what are the functions, what are the advantages of ILO? That is one important question. Function is an important thing. How the ILO is functioning, what are the objective, role, objective role, then we'll go through the what are the objective. Objective is to promote and realize the standards and fundamental principles of right to work, to create greater opportunity for women and men to secure decent employment, to ensure the coverage and effectiveness of social protection for all, to strengthen tripartite and social dialogue, more employment. These are the main objective of ILO, goal of trade unions in the ILO. How trade union are functioning, what is their role in respect to ILO. That will understand trade unions plays a crucial role in developing policies at the ILO. Worker groups representation is drawn from National Trade Union Confederation, the Bureau of Workers' activities at the Secretariat is dedicated to strengthening independent and democratic trade union so they can better defend workers' right and interest. The International Trade Union Conference, ITUC, is a trade union. International Trade Union Confederation, ITUC, was to ensure that the functional workers' rights promoted by the ILO. These are the role of trade union with respect to ILO. So you understood the functions and objective roles. So all these are same. Once you understand the ILO, then you can write, elaborate all these answers. In the next discussion, we will discuss We'll continue the same discussion and we'll discuss different labor standard, different labor organization, and how these reports we discussed, National Commission, Labor Commission, how they do the analysis of what are the possible recommendations submitted to government. We'll understand that. And there are different local level, state level, national level, international level organization. What is the difference between the this organization? We'll understand that, discuss that. The next class will continue with this and we'll discuss with that. Thank you.